So, the process of making a baby inside somebody else's body is, if the person is male, the transformations don't stick. If you're being gestated inside of a male, you're always the firstborn. Because as soon as the baby is out of their body, their body then, if you wait a long enough time, their body restores back and doesn't retain all of that. Women's body they go through that transformation into motherhood one time, and then it holds that transformation for all subsequent gestated people. So another thing that happens is if you're gestating your own eggs, they have half of their DNA is the same as yours. So the chances of what they are specifically reaching for being specifically present in you is much higher than if they're gestated in an unrelated person, or if they're gestated not in their biological mother but in a related person. Then the chances of them reaching for what they need in the same way as they would get from their mother is the same. Now, their mother may have been used in such a way by their father that they are not suitable for gestating people. Their channels might have shifted. Their attitude towards giving to someone like that, they may have been specialized to give only to one person, and that person is not in their womb, and so they won't give in the same way. That person may be standing over them right there. And also other chemicals in the environment, the food that they're eating, the emotions that they're going through are different depending on status. So if you've taken an egg from a high status person and put them in a lower status person, you might have a better outcome than if you leave them in the high status person. Or the high status person might produce something that doesn't represent their class, because there's just not enough to share with them because they need it all to sustain where they are. So these are all things that happen when you move an egg from one person to another. That they're basically made of the flesh of someone else, even if you got the blueprint or the recipe from you or another person. This can change how they smell, how they act, how they react to things, and the percentage of validity that they give to their own impulses, and whether or not they lock on to the genetic impulses or the conditioned impulses. So, I'm not talking about this in terms of judging it right or wrong. I'm just stating as a matter of fact that it really does matter which particular butt you come out of. It also matters which egg was used, but it also matters which butt you came out of.